Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our New York studio. I'm Victoria Lane. We begin with a sharp diplomatic rift emerging between the United States and Italy over Iran policy. U.S. President Donald Trump has openly criticized Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, accusing her of lacking courage after Italy refused to support potential military action against Iran. In an interview with Corriere della Sera, President Trump expressed surprise at Rome's neutral stance, especially following Italy's decision to suspend a defense pact with Israel. He further questioned whether Meloni's position had strong public backing in Italy, while also signaling interest in securing access to Iranian oil resources, adding new economic dimensions to the growing transatlantic disagreement. Tensions in the Middle East have escalated further, as Iran has demanded up to $270 billion in war reparations, blaming the United States and Israel for recent strikes. Iranian officials say the amount reflects extensive economic and infrastructure losses since late February. At the same time, Tehran has unveiled new measures in the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz, warning that vessels linked to adversarial states may be denied passage. Authorities are also considering transit charges on ships passing through the waterway. Iran's military says enhanced enforcement systems are being deployed across the Gulf and the Sea of Oman, signaling a more assertive maritime posture. Despite early diplomatic contacts with Washington reportedly taking place in Pakistan, Iranian leaders insist that accountability and compensation remain preconditions for any meaningful breakthrough in negotiations. And now, moving to developments in the region, Israeli airstrikes on Lebanon continue despite mounting international calls for restraint. The United Kingdom, along with 9 other countries, has urged an urgent end to hostilities, following rising civilian casualties and the reported killing of UN peacekeepers. Since early March, the conflict has intensified significantly, leaving thousands dead and more than 1 million people displaced. Diplomatic efforts remain stalled, with no immediate signs of de-escalation. Meanwhile, World Bank President Ajay Banga has indicated the institution could mobilize up to $100 billion in support for countries affected by ongoing conflicts. The funding would be directed towards stabilizing economies, addressing inflationary pressures, and supporting reconstruction across severely impacted regions. We are now joined by our correspondent Sarah William, reporting from Islamabad.
Thank you, Victoria. Saudi Arabia has announced significant financial assistance for Pakistan, including a fresh $3 billion deposit and an extension of its existing $5 billion facility until 2028. The announcement was made by Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb during IMF and World Bank meetings in Washington. Officials say this support comes at a crucial time as Pakistan prepares to repay a $3.5 billion loan from the United Arab Emirates. The Saudi package is expected to strengthen foreign reserves and stabilize the external account. It also aligns with Pakistan's commitments under the IMF program, particularly efforts to build reserves to around $18 billion by the end of the fiscal year. Back to you.
Thank you to Sarah William reporting from Islamabad. Turning now to diplomacy, Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has departed Islamabad on an official visit covering Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Qatar. In Jeddah, he is expected to hold high-level meetings with Saudi leadership, focused on strengthening economic cooperation and discussing regional developments. The Prime Minister's visits to Turkey and Qatar will center on expanding trade ties, enhancing investment opportunities, and deepening bilateral cooperation. The multi-nation tour highlights Islamabad's continued push to reinforce strategic partnerships with key regional allies amid shifting geopolitical dynamics. Meanwhile, Russia has stepped up its diplomatic engagement amid expectations of renewed U.S.-Iran talks. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has proposed that Iran's enriched uranium could either be converted into fuel-grade material or placed under Russian supervision to guarantee peaceful use. During his visit to China, Lavrov also positioned Russia as a reliable alternative energy supplier, as instability in the Strait of Hormuz continues to disrupt global energy markets. The proposal is seen as an attempt to bridge gaps and revive stalled negotiations between Washington and Tehran. And finally, South Korea has secured 273 million barrels of crude oil from key partners, including Saudi Arabia and Oman, in a move aimed at safeguarding its economy amid ongoing regional instability. Presidential Chief of Staff Kang Hoon-sik confirmed the reserves are sufficient to cover more than 3 months of national demand without emergency measures. Seoul has also secured additional naphtha supplies to support its petrochemical industry, as tensions around the Strait of Hormuz continue to threaten global supply chains. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Victoria Lane.